All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Christopher Sellery, exclusively on All Business Media.
Welcome back to All Business Media FM. I'm your host, Christopher Sellery. Joining me now from Austin, Texas. He's the owner of his own recording studio, music studios. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Nick Aldieri to the show. Nick, welcome. How are you today?
Doing great, Chris. Thank you for having me. Hey, everybody.
Welcome. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us. Pretty busy over there these days?
Yeah, it's been picking up. I started the studio last year, and it's kind of crazy how fast it's taken off.
Alrighty. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your studios, okay?
Sure. So, Nick Aldieri Studios is a music studio offering lessons for all ages and skill levels, and it's located here in South Austin, Texas. I offer a wide variety of music lessons at one location, including piano lessons, guitar lessons, vocal coaching, music theory, music performance, songwriting, all kinds of stuff. And I offer most importantly, accountability to keep you on top of your game and show you the best techniques to get you where you want to go faster. So whether you're just starting on your musical path or sort of if you're a seasoned player and looking to add new tricks, then I'd love to be a resource for you. I'm extremely patient and kind of think about it as one part educator, two parts motivator. So just keeping you disciplined. Music is really an art form built through discipline, and I help my students to understand that. So,
alrighty. Now, what kind of background does you and your business have?
Sure. So I've been playing music for over 25 years, and I began with private lessons very similar to the ones I offer at age 5, first for piano and then guitar. And I actually began writing my own original songs around age 12. And then over the course of my musical career, I've played in jazz ensembles, rock bands, choir groups, jam sessions, high school bands, improvisation groups, and I've interviewed countless musicians for various projects. And so I co-founded the award-winning hard rock band Broken Crown in 2007, and then simultaneously attended the University of Nebraska at Omaha, where I majored in music and business, and graduated with my bachelor's degree in 2011. And then I moved to Austin, the music capital of the world, in 2012, just knew it was going to be the place to be. And I founded a 2-piece psychedelic rock band called Infinite Echoes in 2014. And I had been teaching lessons part-time, but started teaching lessons full-time at the beginning of 2017, and it really took off much faster than I thought once I started doing it full-time. The best part is I teach music using a multitude of different styles and instruments, so it just makes it really easy to learn music from me, just to sort of see it through different lenses.
Alrighty. Sounds like it's not your first trip around the block, huh?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I've basically been my life for 25 years.
Alrighty. Now, what really inspired you to, go into music?
So, like I said, music is really my life. So, it was love at first sight. I never looked back. As soon as I started taking the lessons, I just sort of started writing songs, and it was always hard for my teacher to get me to practice the stuff that he wanted me to practice. My parents were kind of like, what are you practicing over there? But just writing my own stuff. And I knew at a very young age I wanted to make a career out of it, so I became the person that practiced for 5 hours a day and made music an obsession. And I've always been fascinated by music just because of its complexity. So especially if you're a person that sort of gets bored easily or just likes a challenge, then music is a great passion to sort of start. And I became fascinated just because of the many different ways you can understand it. So any teacher sort of knows there's countless scales and exercises you can do to get better, but I always feel my role as a teacher is really to help my students unlock their own unique creativity and style. And just now, especially, the world needs music more than ever, so I just love helping people unlock their musical talents and build that passion, build that skill.
All right, I'm going to throw an odd question your way. Why do you think your clients choose you over someone else out there?
So, of course, with doing private lessons, it comes down to convenience, like where you're located. So, my studio is like right in the heart of South Austin, near Mopac and William Cannon. So, it's really convenient, and kind of, especially anybody that's from Austin knows the traffic is a nightmare here. So, it's really easy to get to. But also, once they do get here, like I said, I've been playing for so long, and I have so many different instruments, and I have so much equipment, and just different ways of looking at it. So, music theory really all works the same way, but then when you're looking at different instruments, like it's applied to the different instruments differently. So when you have, 3 or 4 instruments under your belt, then it just helps to see it through that different light.
Alrighty, and what do you think your most common lesson is, amongst all your clients?
So guitar is really my specialty, and I started off sort of looking at doing guitar lessons exclusively, but then realized there was a real need out there for vocal lessons, and so vocal lessons have sort of become one of the more common lessons, and which I guess makes sense nowadays just because there's so much music that can be made electronically, so vocals are really that authentic piece, and I kind of look at vocals are a different kind of instrument. I look at it sort of like being a personal trainer because your body is the instrument. So it really does come down to like what you're putting in your body. Are you working out regularly? Those kind of things. Guitar and piano, those other instruments are much more about sort of just drilling and practicing the different things, but like just running through and getting obsessed with practicing scales and practicing exercises and things like that. But yeah, the vocal lessons have become really fun. It was kind of an unexpected challenge for me. And I've done singing. I had sang in a group called Sing Around Nebraska when I was about 12 years old. And then I had been the backup singer in bands and the lead singer of the band Infinite Echoes. So it was a fun challenge to start off with doing that. So.
Alrighty, that sounds like it. Now, where do you think you see yourself in the near future? What's on tap for your studio?
And so now that I've found this, I really realized that the whole time I was looking for what I wanted to do, and through doing this, through starting to do this full time, I've realized I really am a professional music coach. So I'm not going anywhere. This is what I want to do full time, and I'm just thankful to be able to do that. I have about 20 students right now, and so my goal is to be able to expand my studio so I can help even more people build their musical talents, and I have plans to do that within the coming year. And like I said, this is my full-time job, so scheduling is easy, and you'll never have issues with me canceling lessons just because like my band found a last-minute gig or something like that. I handle the lessons very professionally and send out calendar invites with notes on what you're supposed to be practicing and keeping you accountable and all those different types of things. And by taking lessons from these students, I find I'm much more than just a great player. I actually help you understand music in new ways that'll make it stick. So that's the biggest thing. A lot of guitar teachers or piano teachers sort of are just, they're amazing at the instrument, but then it's just like, okay, well, you do it, and just through practice. And anytime you ask a question, they would just say, well, the answer is practice. It's like, well, the answer is always practice for sure, but there's other ways to help those epiphanies come faster, if that makes sense. And then also, the best part with me is your first lesson with me is always free, just to come check it out and make sure moving forward makes sense, and just so we can get acquainted. And all my contact information is at www.austinmusicstudio.com.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. How does everybody reach out and contact you? AustinMusicStudio.com. Any other
Sure.
Contact?
That's the website, and then my email is just basically my name. It's N as in Nick, Aldieri. My last name's a doozy, Aldieri, Italian. But so N Aldieri at gmail.com, and then my phone is 512-653-0491, which is listed on the website as well.
Alrighty. Well, Nick Aldieri, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Chris, for having me. Thanks to all you.
Absolutely. And for everyone else out there, stick around. We will be right back after this.